Has anybody ever been on jury duty? Anybody? I got called in last fall, and it was pretty interesting. And they had us all in the jury box, and the defending attorney, he's asking a lot of questions for everybody. And he asks, does anybody have a strong opinion on the police? And for or against? And I said, a few of us raised our hand, and I said, yeah, I support them strongly. I'd gone through, police academy in St. Cloud, where it was one night a week for 6 weeks, and I got to see what they went through and what they have, and it's like, man, that's a tough job. You got split-second decisions to make life and death choices and consequences, and then later on he came back to me and he asked me, what's a creationist? Because that's what I put on my form. What do you do? And I'm a creationist. And I said, well, evangelists point people to God with the Bible. I point people to God with creation and science. And our perspective is that you're not a mutated animal like the textbook says. You're made in the image and likeness of God. And then the prosecuting attorney got up and she pretty much just asked everybody the same question. Will you interpret the law the way it is written, even if you disagree with the law? And it was yes, 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 yes. And it got to me and I said, no. And she said, why not? And I said, well, we saw a lot of our freedoms deteriorate these last few years. And I'm not going to convict somebody of an unjust law. And she said, well, what's an unjust law? What's an example? I said, well, like in China, you can't criticize the government. That's unjust. I won't convict somebody for that. And what I should have said was an unjust law would be allowing the big corporate stores to stay open and closing down the private stores. That would be unjust. Because Lisa Hansen, she never shut down her business. And the jury of her peers voted to put her in jail for 90 days. And I could never figure that out. Why? It's like a jury of our peers. It's called jury nullification, where if you have a tyrannical government, you have, that's your last line of defense. That might be a law, but I'm not convicting them of it. But now I realize why they convicted her, because anybody who had an objection to that law wasn't on that jury.